So Chad, we've got the transmission out of your 2000 Jetta, and this is what it looks like when it's all apart. If we go over to the pan, you can see the material that was inside the pan. You can see this area here that's got filings down there. That's not supposed to be there, especially if you've had some service work done recently. This valve body, these are the different solenoids, and you're going to have this conduit that goes between the solenoids, and this conduit's responsible for a lot of electrical failures, so that should be replaced every time. And there's going to be a pressure control solenoid that needs to be addressed as well. The shafts here look fine. This one's gotten a little bit hot, but that's fine. That's not going to create any problems. The bearings look okay. Your sun gear looks fine. Your planetary looks okay. Pump looks to be in okay shape. We're going to have to polish it a little bit, but I think it's going to be just fine. This set of clutches, no burn here. This set of clutches, just a slight amount of burn there. You can see what the steel plate's going to look like, nice and shiny. The friction disc is nice uniform color from the inside to the out here. This clutch here, same thing, really a very marginal amount of slippage there. This clutch set here, definitely a little bit of slippage here. We got some black lines going in through here. The steel plates look to be in good shape still, so this clutch hasn't been slipping all that bad. But when we get down to this little clutch that comes on for fourth gear, you can see that the steel plates and the friction plates are severely overheated. That's from the slippage. That's what the flare into fourth gears was caused by. You can see how the clutch discs are no longer flat. They're kind of cupped. So the frictions in the steels are going to have to be replaced in this pack for sure. Part of the reason I think is going to be from we had a leak inside the bell housing here. Transmission fluid was in this area. There shouldn't be any. So the pump is going to be situated in here. So it looks like we had a pump leak. That probably came up into this area through a hole up here, and this was all soaked with transmission fluid here. The heat exchanger is going to go here. Might have been leaking a little bit, but it doesn't look like it was that bad. And the vent for the transmission is right here. This area here is too dry to think that the vent was really the big leak. So I think the leak out the front was probably the primary cause. And the torque converter is what sits inside the bell housing, so we're going to have to replace that to make sure we don't have a leak out the front. A leak out the front would mean we have to take the transmission out again to fix it, so we want to make sure that we take care of that properly. So Eric is going to get a hold of you, and he'll talk about the different options. If there's any questions, by all means give us a call, and that's what we found inside your transmission.